Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. I haven't streamed for a while, actually. I think I have my little. I can click here. Let me just see. When was the last time I streamed? Almost a month. Holy wow! Holy Bebo! I was streaming pretty much once a week, and we almost went a month without a stream. That's actually insanity. I actually cannot believe that. I'm sorry for not streaming for a while. Um, I feel ashamed of myself. That's absolutely insane. But welcome everyone that's coming in. Obviously, the title of the streams are well, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I have to dive too deep into that. But welcome everyone that's coming in. Patricia, Ashton, Haley, Derminator, Diploni, Diploni. I think that's what that says. Um, Hopefully everyone's having a good, most likely evening or potentially night, depending where you are. For me, it's 7 a.m. How early is that? Too early. Thank you, Jack. Welcome in. Just tell her. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's no surprise. Terrible with names. Once you tell me, I'll never forget. But off the get go, I'm terrible. Paige, what's your expectations? Sorry, for the Snyder Cut. Obviously, I think you mean trailer coming out tomorrow. I don't know, because my personal opinion on that is that definitely the first two, and then like part of the third one, I guess. Even though I'm pretty sure it's most of the third one. The first two, maybe three trailers we got were the Snyder Cut. So if you go back and watch the first two or three trailers for Justice League, it was all Snyder footage. Obviously, that third one potentially could have had some of the one we got, the theatrical one, but at least the first two were Snyder. So I don't know exactly what's going to be in there that would blow your minds. Like, obviously, there could be stuff like Superman in the black suit, maybe look at Dark Side and various things like that. But I think for the most part, it's stuff we've already seen. So I'm still looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking forward to more. Like, I've got like two or three things ahead of that in regards to what I'm looking forward to. But I'm pretty much looking forward to everything. So me saying that there's stuff ahead of it isn't a diss at all. But welcome everyone that's still coming in. We've been blessed with Bebo's presence. Thank you very much for thank you very much for blessing us with your us peasants with your presence. The blue fairy god, aka Bebo. Lyndon from Trinidad. The well, I don't know what I was going to say. There, I was going to say the West Indies. Is Trinidad and Tobago in the West Indies? I think it is. Might be wrong. Please don't attack me if I am wrong. A couple of people have asked me this. I'll just get this out of the way, even though I'm sure someone will ask later in the stream as well before we jump into everything. Am I going to be live streaming Fandome? I would if it was at a better time. It starts at 3 a.m. for me. So there's no way I'd be streaming at that time anyway. I'm going to be tuning in, but I would never stream. And based off what I've heard, a lot of the stuff is actually exclusive to the stream, to the website. So I don't know if that means what trailers would. I'd assume Wonder Woman, Snyder Cut, and probably maybe all four of Suicide Squad and the Batman will be trailers that go online. But I think if you live stream them before they're actually available online, so when they're showing on the panels, you're breaching copyright. So I don't want to risk that. I don't know if any channels are actually going to be live streaming because there is that risk at copyright. But I'll be talking about it on Twitter. So I guess that's the best thing I could do in regards to that. The day after, I might do a stream. What do you want to call it? I might do a stream the day after. But I'm not 100% sure if I will. It just depends on like what content comes out. Or what news comes out that I can do content on, but we'll wait and see. It's pretty much it's a very fluid situation. That's a word I'll be using it maybe once or twice throughout this stream. Fluid. It's a weird word, but anyway, Trinidad is in the West Indies. Thank the Lord I was right. Thank you, Bebo, for blessing us, because I think you're the reason I was correct there. There was a super chat here. I'll just get through these super chats, then we'll have a bit of a normal chat. Dan with the $2. Paige, good to see you. Boring with that CW shows. Yes. You're speaking my language there, Dan. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a wait. There's actually what is it now? It's end of August. And when we get through September, and then we head into October, and I think all the shows are meant to start filming in September or October. So we'll potentially start getting trailers around then. And if you haven't watched Swamp Thing, you can watch Swamp Thing on the CW. So it's going to be interesting to see like how long it takes them to get going and if there's any delays in regards to when they release the shows, even though I don't think that's going to be the case, but yeah, it's a bit boring. But at least we get a Flash trailer tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I think exactly 24 hours from now, plus like 25 minutes or something. That's when the Flash panel's on. So looking forward to that. We did have Zangilios with the $5. Thank you very much for that, Zangilios. Will DC Fandom be rewatchable? Haven't kept up too much on the news about it. There's encores of them, so if you miss it, exactly 8 hours later, that exact same panel will play. So let's just say it's midday when the Wonder Woman panel's on. If you miss that, if you come back at 8 p.m., that Wonder Woman panel will be on again, and then just add 8 hours to all the other panels as well. So it's rewatchable, but not on demand. You'll have to like wait around until it starts replaying again. So, in my personal opinion, they should just made it's on demand. After it airs live, it's on demand. But they wanted to go for this whole 24-hour thing, which in concept maybe sounded good, but I think in reality is going to be a bit of a drag for people, especially if they're only looking forward to like 2 or 3 things. But yeah, anyway, that's just my opinion. Welcome everyone that's still coming in. Bebo, obviously, hail Bebo. Okay, that joke's getting old already, and we're only 6 minutes into the stream. We'll stop that. What will the gift shop have? It says it has exclusive stuff. I added it to my schedule, but I don't know what's going to be in there. I think there's a Lego thing, a Supergirl Lego, but I don't know if that's actually something you can buy. I heard it was a competition. Why wouldn't they just make it that you can buy? Because I'm sure people would buy it, especially Lego collectors or just Supergirl fans. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's in there. I think it's open from the get-go, so it'll be something I definitely have a look at and see if I can get something cool. And hopefully they don't make it too expensive, because I can see them doing that. Discussing films, talking, welcome. By the way, there's going to be a cool, if you're obviously a fan of The Flash, which I'm assuming you would be if you're subscribed to my channel, there's a very interesting and in-depth interview with Eric Wallace going up on Discussing Films website about 24 hours from now. I think it goes up just before the Snyder Cut panel or something like that. I definitely recommend keeping your eyes out for that. But yeah, it's going to be good. Trust me when I say that. And I'm looking forward to the Flash panel in general. It's only going for 15 minutes, so I might bring up my schedule in a second just to see what you guys think of it, and you can judge me. Like, oh my god, why do you have that on your schedule? You might not like it at all, but yeah, I'll show you it in a bit when we start talking. Did I miss something up here? I don't think I did. I think I got everything. Okay, all good, all good. Sorry, I'm just going through the little chat thing because I had to scroll all the way down. I missed a lot. Oh, here we go. The Supergirl Lego figure is only available in raffle and is US only. Like, oh, they can't. Come on, Warner Brothers. I'm sure you can pay for some international postage. It's a bit of a joke. Anyway, that's a bit disappointing. Marvel hasn't released anything this year, so yes, DC has beat them this year. Well, I guess, but like I'm interested to see what Marvel or just Disney in general, I guess, mainly Marvel, I guess, because I don't think they have any Star Wars plans outside of Mandalorian. I'm interested to see if Marvel does anything like this, but then again, they might just leave it, like, because the only thing they could show, I think, would it be Eternals, and that's it, like in regards to a trailer. So I don't even know if I guess there's the Disney Plus shows, but I don't even know what they just released them. I don't know if they need to do an event like DC does, and also Marvel had a big thing last year at Comic-Con. Like, they pretty much had the size of what Fandome's going to be this year in regards to announcements. They already did that last year, so I don't think you would really expect too much this year unless it was maybe some castings. But yeah, obviously, yesterday I have no idea why I did not bring up this article, just so I can quickly show it to you. Give me 2 seconds to click it, because I know it's somewhere here. Here we go. Okay. So obviously we had this. Okay, so we had go away special offer. I don't want you. So there's this stuff here, which is of course was the Ben Affleck thing. Now this came out like, I think I'm not even joking, like half an hour, I think, before my video yesterday came up, and my video from yesterday was like, it had to be uploaded then because I just referenced like 2 days until Fandome and various things like that. So I was like, well, I can't upload a video Then I was going to do a video on it today, and then honestly, not going to lie, I had an afternoon nap. Had an afternoon nap yesterday, and that's usually when I make my videos in the afternoon. It's like prime video time or video making time. So I missed it. I thought, you know what, we'll just have a chat, and we can also preview FanDome. So it's like the best of both worlds. I think it's better to do a live stream, and I sort of like interacting through the live streams when we're having a discussion like this, because I'm sure some people might have opinions on this. So let me know in the chat. You can just say yes or no. Did this get you excited when you saw this news come out? When you saw that Ben Affleck was going to be playing Batman in the Flash movie, did that get you excited? Yes or no? Just letting, obviously there's a delay in regards to when I'll see your answers, but I'll look through the chat while everyone's saying. No from Dat Boy Goated. Mostly yeses. I'm not too sure what you mean. I can understand, I guess, what you say when you say yes and no, to be honest, because I guess you have your positives and negatives with it. The thing is that I'm interested to see what it's all about, because it could go two ways. It could literally be 5 minutes of screen time, or it could be maybe like half an hour's worth of screen time over like the first 2/3 of the movie. Like, it could be like either way. I've seen like people theorize that like, oh, he's at the beginning at the end, or he's at the beginning and then the end. But that makes no sense, because the end, they're obviously going to try and shuffle in the Michael Keaton Batman, which I'm sure most of you already know is going to be in the movie. And this article also pretty much confirms it. I think it was down here somewhere. Obviously, it has the picture there. Oh yeah. It says Andy Muschietti said that Michael Keaton's Batman will have a substantial part. So he also, in this interview, he confirmed that Michael Keaton's Batman, which wasn't 100% confirmed at this stage either. So obviously his Batman's going to be there at the end, and also I'd assume appear halfway through the movie. I'm interested to see how they play it out, because once this announcement came out, why is a Seth Green video playing up here? At least it's not got volume coming out. Stop that. God, the stream will probably get taken down just because that little video, like, that'd be typical. But I think this movie I think this movie could be DC's biggest at the point when it comes out. Because by the time it comes out, 2022, COVID's going to be pretty much gone, because the vaccine would be there. Obviously, there'd be some, I guess, hesitance, if you want to call it, to do things. But at that point, the vaccine would be there. So movies would be roughly the same. And I think this could easily be DC's biggest movie, because you already got the popularity of the Flash from various things like the TV show, and just the fact that it's the Flash. A lot of people connect to that character. And then you got two Batmen, or at least at the moment, too. Who knows? They might add Christian Bale in there. If they added Christian Bale's Batman, I think this goes from, oh, mate, okay, it makes $1 billion, to like, wow, it probably goes over 1.5. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm interested to see the developments. I'm interested to see what they announce at the Flash panel tomorrow at DC Fandome. There was people saying, I don't know who was saying it, but they were saying like, oh, because it was like a TBA panel that they took away. And everyone was saying, oh, it was this Michael Keaton stuff, but it was so far away from the Flash movie panel. If that was the case, they would have put them together. They wouldn't have kept them so separate. But yeah, like Dan says, as long as it's not Val Kilmer. I think Val Kilmer's has like health issues. I don't even know if he'd even be able to play Batman again. I think he has health issues or something like that. I think I remember reading something about that like last year or something. Maybe it was a temporary thing. Maybe it's not an ongoing thing, but I thought I remember reading something that he had health issues or like something like that where he wouldn't be able to act, but I don't know. Jacob asked, is Grant going to appear in the Flash movie? We can hope. I'll give you a little plug. That discussing film article that will go up tomorrow has a bit of a topic on that, and maybe some teasers towards it. So once again, you can keep your eyes out for that. Obviously, once again, related to Fandome, it'd be very, very cool if in the Flash panel Grant Gustin appeared. Obviously, that panel only goes for 10 minutes, though, so it's not like it goes for half an hour and they can do a lot of surprises. I think that panel is probably going to reveal who Reverse Flash is. I think that'd be very cool. I think that if you're going to announce who Reverse Flash is, you do it during that Fandome panel. And they might reveal concept art, or maybe even just Ezra Miller in the new Flash suit, except Ezra Miller's hair is extremely long, so even if it was taken recently, he's going to have that long hair. It honestly looks like he's been in the wilderness and has been there for like 6 months. So I don't know if they'd take a picture of him in the Flash suit at that point. They might do a concept art instead, which would be very, very cool. But Reverse Flash casting would be my number one hope in regards to that thing. The event starts in just under 20 hours from now. So wherever you are, take away 4 hours and 20 minutes. 4:20. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. Take away 4:20 from whatever time it is. So for me, it's 7:20. Take away 4 hours and 20 minutes. It's 3 a.m. That's when the event starts. The first panel is Wonder Woman. Actually, we'll just do this. Actually, sorry. Let's go. Remove that. Stop screen. Okay, share screen. Chrome tab. DC Fandom schedule. Okay, here we go. So this is my schedule. This is in Sydney time, so you might be able to see that up there. It's Sydney time, so you can see that's 3 a.m. Can you see that? Is it? It's decent size. Can I zoom in? I'll get rid of that Batman article because I'm not going to come back to that. Oh, I zoomed in the wrong thing. That zoom in. Okay, you zoomed in. Awesome. I figured out how to use a computer. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so my schedule is Wonder Woman. That's at 3 a.m. So you can figure it out. If you haven't made a schedule yet, I'd recommend it. I'd heavily recommend it. Otherwise, you might be lost. I'd assume you're probably going to get lost and get confused about certain things. I'd recommend doing the schedule. Just go dcfandom.com, and then I think we'll give you. There's a little link that says like make a schedule, and you can go there. But yeah, my biggest bet. Where'd that go? Oh yeah, who's your bet for my big bet? Not little bet, big bet. For reverse flash casting. Honestly, I'd say Michael Fassbender. Yeah, I'd say Michael Fassbender. I think that's. Oh, I just realized I wasn't on my schedule because I got Postmates. Don't live in America. Wouldn't be able to do that. Anyway, Michael Fassbender probably. I think that's probably my prediction and also number one choice as well because you want a big name. And also for Flashpoint, I don't think he's going to be there for a ridiculous amount of the movie. I think it'd be more like a setup for like the sequel for the Flash by having Reverse Flash there. But yeah, that's who Michael Fassbender, would be what I do, be what I choose, be what I do, be what I choose, whichever way it is. Can we get Danny DeVito as Reverse Flash? Maybe we can get him as the Turtle. There's your little fan casting prediction. Josh with the question, Paigey, is Stargirl going to meet the Flash next season? Well, keep your eyes out online tomorrow. You never know. So I'm just going through the chat again. It would blow everyone's minds if it's Tom Cavanaugh. I don't know if it would though, because you've had him enough. Like, I don't know if it would blow everyone's minds. I think it will blow everyone's minds if like the Reverse Flash met Tom, like whatever the movie version is, met Tom Cavanaugh's version. I don't know if it'd blow everyone's minds if they just use that version because he'd been there for a while. So, 3 deleted scenes from the Flash season 6 were released. I saw the first one that was released, which was the Barry meeting Mirror Iris for the first time. I haven't really been like scrolling through Twitter online too much this morning, to be completely honest. But I saw that one. Am I going live for Fandom? I said earlier no, just because I would, but it is early and I don't really want to be streaming too early. But also there's copyright issues, which I think are going to be an arse, to be completely honest. I think they're going to ping people for them. I could live stream and just talk about it, but not show it. But I just don't think that's very entertaining, to be completely honest. But we might I'll probably do a live stream some like middle of next week, and we'll have a full-on talk about and everything like that. What everyone liked, what everyone hated, what everyone loved, maybe, various things like that. But yeah, here's my schedule. So I wouldn't say it's basic. I've seen some schedules where people have like 3 things there and that's it, which I'm not judging you, just for me, I couldn't only put 3 things there. I think I'd be very, very restricted if I did that. So I had to go much more in depth. So So I was just on Twitter for a second there. Okay, so I got Wonder Woman 1984, which is just a standard panel. Like, I think it's going to be the one that has the most stuff in there in regards to then them focusing on the movie. I think just because it's meant to come out in just over a month, and it sounds like it's going to come out early October, which is good because it feels like we've been waiting 27 million years for it to come out because it's been delayed like 2 or 3 times already. Ooh, Pagey for Reverse Flash. You know what? I'm not going to knock that casting. I might be a bit biased, but I'm not going to knock it. Yeah, wouldn't mind it. But yeah, so Wonder Woman, yeah, whatever. There's that Fandom store, which I don't even, does it have a description? It just says purchase exclusive DC Fandom and DC merchandise, and it's on demand. So it doesn't actually have a like specific, like, oh, it's only there for an hour. It's there the entire 24 hours. So if you want to buy, if you are thinking of buying something, I'd probably jump in here. I don't know. I wonder if you'll be able to just like right click and open into other tabs, because I'll probably do that with that. Hopefully it doesn't do one of those weird site things where you can't have 2 tabs of these websites open. They like cancel each other out. So, because I might just open that up. That's what I'll probably do. How long does a Wonder Woman panel go for? 25 minutes. Okay. There's this Warner Brothers game, the Montreal, which is I think it's the new Batman game. I think it's that. Someone at Page, what time is the DC Legends of Tomorrow panel? It's not on tomorrow. So for those that still don't know, tomorrow at DC Fandom, the only TV panels that are on are the Flash TV series, and it's shortened. It's only 15 minutes, and Titans, and that's also 15 minutes. So they're getting shortened panels for tomorrow. And they're the only TV ones that are on. There's like an Ask Harley Quinn thing, but it's actually not the proper panel for that show. That's separate from that. That's just a different segment thing. And then all the other TV panels are on the 12th of September. So 3 weeks from now, all those other panels are on. That's like the full 35, 45-minute panels. And on that day as well, you'll get the extended versions of the panel. So the Flash is only 15 minutes tomorrow, but come 12th of September, you'll get the full 40 or 45-minute panel, whatever it is, and that's the same with Titans and stuff like that. So, yeah, so you're going to be waiting another 3 weeks. But the thing is, on September 12th, there's no specific time. So as soon as it starts on September 12th, everything's on demand. There's no, okay, you have to wait till 1 p.m. to watch the Flash panel or something like that. Everything's live as soon as it starts, which is good. I think it's good that they do that. And there's also like bonus stuff for the movies, I think, as well. Paige, what are your reactions on the Wonder Woman leaked Reddit story and test screenings? I would have no idea because I can't remember the last time I went on Reddit like intentionally without being linked to it. So even if I saw that title, I wouldn't click on it because we're literally like a month or so away from that movie. So I wouldn't. If it was like a year away, I might be tempted, but just over a month away, so there's no way I'd want to click on it. In regards to test screenings, depends what they are, because I remember the first Wonder Woman got trashed in test screenings. Then when it came out, pretty much everyone liked or loved it. So yeah, I wouldn't know what the test screenings, even if they're relevant, to be completely honest. How do we watch the panels? They haven't done a very good job explaining when you go into the world. They still haven't released a tutorial on that. I'm shocked that they haven't released that online, so people know exactly what it is before we go into it. But I think pretty much it's like you create an avatar, and I guess you just be able to pick a picture from something in the DC universe, and it's your little picture, and you use your screen name. Like my screen name is, I think you can see at the top here. Yeah, it's just Pagey. I was able to get the username of Pagey. So if you see me walking around the Fandome, say hi. But yeah, so I think you just like sort of click to move. As I said, they should have uploaded a video explaining it, but they didn't. So I guess we'll just find out when we jump in there, because that's the way it's going to go. Mauricio with the $2. Seen a lot of Justice League Dark Zatanna fan cast as Selena Gomez. I don't know if Selena Gomez will be my first choice. I don't know if she's that good of an actress, so you'd probably, especially because it sounds like that's going to be a lead thing. Yeah, she definitely wouldn't be at the top. You probably wanted someone that's like more of a well-known actress. Like, I have nothing against Selena Gomez, but when I think of her, I think singer. I know she did Disney stuff, but I don't really think of her as an actress. She's more of a singer to me, and I think that'd be better off probably going for a bigger lead and more confident lead, if you want to call it, because I think she's meant to be leading her own thing. Okay, back to my little schedule thing. Obviously, yeah, that's the Batman game or whatever it is. Interested. I'm more interested in the Suicide Squad game just because we've had so many Batman games, but I'm still looking forward to it. This is something I think a lot of people are not paying much attention to. Multiverse 101. This is something I would definitely recommend putting on your schedule if you do not have it yet. It goes for 30 minutes. It's a good watch. What comes after it? And then the Flash. So you can literally watch this and then jump into the Flash panel and then jump into the Suicide Squad panel. And then you have a big break. At least I have a big break in my schedule. I have no idea what's between Suicide Squad and the surprise DC Comics panel. Yeah, at least I have a break here. God, there's like a 2-hour break after Suicide Squad. So, and then there's just a lot in a row. Anyway, Multiverse 101. I would definitely recommend putting this in your schedule, as I said before. So it's get schooled in this engaging refresher course on the creation of the multiverse with DC CCO and publisher Jim Lee, Warner Brothers president of DC Films Walter Hamada, and Berlanti Productions founder / DC TV mega producer Greg Berlanti. 30 minutes. Now, I think they're going to obviously. I think they're going to probably reference the Crisis thing with Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin's Flash. I think because that's like really the birth of the live action multiverse thing for them. And I really, because Berlanti's there, I'm sort of hoping they do a Green Lantern thing, Green Lantern HBO Max thing potentially. But yeah, that's something you should put on. It goes for 30 minutes as well, so they're going to be talking about a decent amount. So it's not going to be a waste of time, this one. Definitely chuck that in your schedule if you don't yet. If you don't, you snooze, you lose. Obviously, the Flash panel, the movie one, I'm not expecting, like, it only goes 10 minutes, and I think they're just going to sort of explain the basic concept of Flashpoint. And then I reckon they're going to reveal 1 or 2 castings. Obviously, I think Reverse Flash is a given. I think they're going to reveal. There's been the rumors that they're recasting Iris West, or like the female lead. They might announce that. I have no idea if that's true, but that's for us to wait and find out. What was the chat saying? What do I expect from the Justice League Snyder Cut panel? Well, obviously the trailer. He's pretty much answering questions. Sorry. So I think it says, like, we'll get to that actually. I'll bring it up when we get to it because we're not too far away from it. Rajvia asked, what if I want to watch all the panels? Well, you're going to be sitting on your chair or your couch or a pillow, whatever it is, for a long time if you want to watch all of them. They don't really cross over too much. Like, some of them cross over like a couple of minutes, but I think that's just a thing with scheduling. I think you're going to see through the day stuff will get like pushed back like 5 minutes just because they overlap too much. So yeah, you'll be able to watch all the panels. That's why they split the event up into 2 days. So one tomorrow and then 1 3 weeks from now. And it's so you can actually watch everything. So yeah, don't worry. You won't miss anything if you want to watch everything. Suicide Squad panel, and obviously get a trailer here. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, it's in my schedule, so I'm looking forward to it. No idea if this is anything to do with the movies or it's literally to do with the comic side. Obviously, they fired like 90% of everyone or something like that. Who knows what it is? Because I think if it was going to be like movie related, it'd say like surprise DC live action panel or something like that, but it says DC Comics panel. So maybe it's just really weirdly worded, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. It's on my schedule. Okay, so yes, I think that was Australian Man that asked or something like that. I think that was your name. Or it was Australian Man or Australia Man. But this is the Snyder Cut panel. This is the thing. So it says Zack Snyder fields questions from fans and a few surprise guests. So I think people have been like, well, this is the way I'm understanding it. He's going to field questions from fans. So just say, Barry. Well, let's not use Barry because that's the Flash. Let's just say Jimmy from Jamaica. So Jimmy from Jamaica asks a question and it just shows up on screen and stuff like that. But then I think you're going to get people either joining the thing, or just sending a video, and then the few surprise guests, and they will ask their own question. So pretty much the whole thing is a Snyder Q&A, and then the trailer, and then maybe a couple of announcements. I'd expect release date, and then also whether it's a movie or it's a series. However, I don't know if anyone's seen this on Twitter. It sounds like it's a movie, the more people, the more it's worded and everything like that, it sounds like this thing is a movie and it's not a series. I thought that would have gone with series because, like I tell you, like making it like a 4-episode thing keeps it relevant. Making it just a movie that just drops and everyone watches it only keeps it relevant for like maybe a week or two for like in regards to like most people. But if it was a series, it's relevant for like a month and then like an extra couple of weeks after that. So yeah, I don't know. I thought they would have done a series, but I'm assuming that will be announced as well along with the release date, trailer, and everything like that. In regards to the special guests, I have no idea because Momoa is not at the Aquaman panel, so he might be one of them. I'd say probably the only one I could probably assume would definitely be there would be Ray Fisher because he's not on anything else. But who knows? It could be the entire cast. That's for us to wait and find out. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? No one knows. Well, actually, the people that are on the panel would know. But anyway, Flash TV panel, obviously, it was meant to be 40 minutes, but it's down to 15 minutes for this because it got shifted. So pretty much in this, they're still going to do the exclusive trailer for season 7. I don't know if I'd assume they're probably going to just talk about the news. So anything that was like talking about, like, because they say they're going to discuss all things Flash. They'll break down both parts of season 6. I don't think they're going to do that in this 15-minute panel, unless it's like a quick reference, like they talk about it for a couple of minutes. I think pretty much what you're going to get is a look at the trailer, maybe some information, and then they'll discuss that information for a bit. Obviously, it can be edited, but I'm interested to see what they cut down from that longer 40-minute version into this condensed 15-minute version. But yeah, obviously the trailer is the big thing we're looking forward to, as well as any information that they want to do as well. Krista and Boo Boo with the $2. I keep hearing rumors of a Supergirl movie. Yeah, that's been buzzing for a while. It'll be interesting to see if that actually gets announced here. But then again, it's like it's said that it's coming, and then they said, "Oh no, Superman's happening." Who knows? I think the big announcement this thing would have to be a Superman movie. I know everyone's saying that, but like I just fold into that as well. I don't know how you can do a big event like this. They've been using Superman music for everything. They easily could have used Batman '89 music because Michael Keaton was in the Flash. So they easily could have used that for promotion, but they've used the Superman John Williams music from like the Superman the movie. You'd have to think like an announcement in just involving him, at least, whether it's a movie or just involving him is that happens. So yeah, hopefully they make up their mind what they're going to do there. Ryan with the £5. Has Melissa given birth yet? And when do you think they will start filming Supergirl? I have no idea about Melissa giving birth. She's not very, like, she has social media, but it's not like she's posting, selfies every day or something like other people do. So and the thing is, I think she's been sort of absent on there, so she may have given birth. Like, I think it's probably around the time she was meant to, or maybe like in the next month or something, but she could have given birth now or at least be getting ready to do that. Jesse Rath, I think it was, that plays Brainiac, so that they film at the end of September. I think like last week of September they're meant to start filming, but they would probably film like a good couple of weeks without Melissa, and then she'll play catch up. But yeah, I think that's end of September is when they're meant to start filming. I think that's what the Supergirl's dates were, or maybe they got moved into October. I'm not too sure, but the last I remember hearing was like end of September. But thank you very much for that, Ryan. Hey, Paigey, why the heck does it say Flash and Legends are on 12th of September? Well, they are. They're extended versions. So only the Flash and Titans have panels tomorrow, which we'll go into in a second, actually. So this is the Flash panel. It's tomorrow, TV panel. But it only goes for 15 minutes. It was going to go for 40 minutes originally when it was on the Watchverse, but now it's moved to Hall of Heroes, and it's only 15 minutes. So on September 12th, in 3 weeks' time, you'll get the full 40-minute panel. So you'll see like a double of at least 15 minutes of this panel, but you'll get the full 40 minutes in 3 weeks, and Legends will have their panel, Black Lightning, Stargirl, Batwoman. I'm actually surprised that Batwoman wasn't on this, because obviously the recasting of Batwoman with Javicia Leslie was like had got a massive attention on social media. To me, and I know, like, this is like no shade. This isn't intentional shade, but surely that would get attention over Titans. Like, Titans hasn't started filming. They have nothing to show. Like, apparently the only thing they're revealing is that Red Hood's going to be in season 3. So I'm surprised that Batwoman didn't take over Titans. I understand why Titans is there, because along with the Flash, they're the most they're the two most popular shows for DC shows. But in regards to information, you think Batwoman would be the one that they put in Hall of Heroes. So I'm surprised that that's the one that's been delayed 3 weeks. But yeah, I'm surprised that that's the one that's getting delayed instead of Titans, but yeah, I'm not. That's just me. That's just me. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So I'm just going through the chat. Dan with the $5. I really like Stargirl, but I think it'll work best outside of the Arrowverse standalone. Do you think John McHale will be a regular next season? Well, I guess spoiler alert if you haven't watched Stargirl. I'm not too sure about that last question. I would have no idea. I think he'd be more of a guest, more like recurring rather than regular. He definitely wouldn't be regular, actually. I think it'd be recurring at most, but if not, like a guest for a few episodes. I think it would work best outside of the Arrowverse, but the thing is, like, when you have a character like the Flash who has the ability to travel through the multiverse, you can still make it work. It's not like they'd merge with the Earth. So, and you can just make it a one-off episode where it just happens. It doesn't really affect the overall story. So I think they can still cross over and make it easy like that. But you don't want to do like, oh, here's Crisis Part 2, where we just bring in Stargirl into Earth. So hopefully they don't do that, because I sort of want it to keep its own flavor and thing. But yeah. Silhouetted animated with the $10. Have you read the Flash and crossover Crisis tie-in novels set in the Arrowverse? It has many cool Easter eggs, including the Crime Syndicate as main threats and Ambush Bug as a supporting character. I've read the first one. I've got the first one. Did I read it? I think I might have skimmed through it. I didn't get the second one though. Oh no, the novels. Sorry, I thought you meant the comics. No, I've not read the novels at all. I know one of the novels has Crime Syndicate though. I'm pretty sure. I have not read any of the novels. I've read like a summary of a couple of the Arrow ones, because I think they're like revolved around like Deathstroke and stuff, but I haven't touched or even really had much notice of the other novels. But yeah, I've heard that they're interesting, especially certain stories, but I haven't actually touched them myself. Might have to when I'm bored one day, but I'm doing enough. I'm playing catch up with comic reading. I'm trying to pretty much read everything I have, or at least most of everything I have, before 3 Jokers comes out next week, because that's something I want to just sort of read on its own, not have to worry about any other series I'm currently reading. But thank you very much for that, Silhouetted Animator. How do I'm just going to use Power 58. How long do you think the Flash trailer will be? Like 2 minutes maybe, and I think like a lot of it will be a sizzle reel, so like half of it will be like a recap of the end of last season, and then the other half will be new stuff from episode 1 of season 7, sort of like what you used to get at Comic-Con. They sort of changed it now, where you just get like a full trailer, but like from like seasons 1 to like 4 or 5, like seasons 1 to 4 I think it was, you got like a sizzle reel at the beginning, and then it went into like new footage. So I think that's what it'll most likely be. But yeah, so Flash TV panel trailer. I can tell you that Eric Wallace, in that discussing film article and interview, that'll get released tomorrow, that he does say that you definitely want to watch this, because there's going to be some secrets and news and cool information revealed. Now, obviously, he might have been talking as if that was the 40-minute panel, but I doubt they'd cut that out, and they definitely put in this 15 minutes. So I can tell you that Eric Wallace did tease that. So keep your eyes out for that. Black Adam, looking forward to this. I'm expecting them to announce the castings. Hopefully they announce Jay Garrick. I'd love to see who they cast as the cinematic Jay Garrick, if that's happening, and even Alan Scott Green Lantern. That'd be very, very cool. Titans, as I said, I think Red Hood's the only thing that's getting announced there. Aquaman, I don't think anything's going to happen here, but I still added it to my schedule because there's nothing else on. Shazam, I think they said that they're announcing news at this, so if you liked Shazam, which I did, I think they said they're going to announce, I think, casting or some sort of news here. So definitely tune into that. And hit last 2 ones. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I'm assuming they're going to show a trailer and maybe gameplay, or maybe like a gameplay trailer. I'm Looking forward to this one probably more than the Batman game, and that just comes down to the fact that there's just been so many Batman games that I'm just looking forward to something new DC related. And also just going to be weird playing as like various members of the Suicide Squad, and you have to, well, as the title suggests, kill the Justice League. I'm assuming they're evil. Like that looks like an evil Superman. I'm sort of sick of evil Superman, but like just make him good. Like why was he always evil in these video games? First Injustice and now this. Anyway, and then finally the Batman. This is probably going to be that's why they're finishing it off. They're finishing this off with the Batman. They're starting off with Wonder Woman. They're finishing off with Batman. That's because they're probably the two panels that are going to show the most. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like the Batman movie isn't at the top. I probably wouldn't say it's in even like the top 4 or 5 movies in regards to things I'm looking forward to DC related. But I'm just intrigued to see what this take on Batman is. Just see what Robert Pattinson's like. Just see what the suit's like on film instead of all these weird different photos we're getting. And I'd assume we're probably going to get good looks at like Penguin, Catwoman, various things like that, like the Batmobile in action. Going to be interesting. Looking forward to that, even though the film itself isn't like at the top of my radar. I'm just looking forward to that panel in general. But that's like that's Fandome. That is my schedule for Fandome. When does it start? When do I start? I start at 3 a.m. and it goes until 6 o'clock. No, sorry, I'm an idiot. 3 a.m. till 10:30 in the morning, so 7.5 hours. That's what. Oh, actually, sorry, the Batman panel goes for half an hour, so exactly 8 hours. So I'm pretty much there from the beginning to the end. And I think I have about a 2 hour, an hour and a half break between Suicide Squad and that surprise DC Comics panel. So, you know what that time is? Breakfast time. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure most of you guys are looking forward to Fandome. It's going to be interesting, like just to see what they reveal, what surprises could potentially be in store. You missed the Batwoman panel. I'm signed up to it. It's down here. It's because it's not till September 13th or September 12th for you. September 13th. It's not going to be there at the top of my thing because the date. Like there's the Flash extended panel. So it'll be 40 minutes. So that's the Flash panel in its full thing that was meant to come out this weekend, but they changed it to now where it's 15 minutes and it's actually with the other stuff, like the main movies and stuff. And I think Titans has a 40-minute panel as well. 30 minutes. So they got theirs chopped in half. Flash got 25 minutes taken off. So yeah, I still have Batwoman there. Like Superman and Lois is another thing. Like I'm surprised like maybe that wasn't there, but then again, they probably wouldn't have had anything to show at all. But yeah, intrigued to see what they might reveal tomorrow. It's going to be a big day if you are a DC fan. Paige, your thoughts on why they decided to skip Supergirl? It could have been because of Melissa. Maybe she just wasn't available. Maybe it wasn't good to do it. Maybe she wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'd assume it's something to do with Melissa. And you can't really do it if Melissa's not there. You know what I mean? You're not going to do it. No sleep, gang. I'm with you, Matthew. With you, Matt. No sleep, gang. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what my sleep schedule is. My sleep schedule's already like screwed up, to be completely honest. Not going to lie. So to be completely honest, like DC Fandome's probably fitting into my sleep schedule at the moment. So might have to adjust it like a couple of hours, but pretty much it's fitting in there anyway. What's my job? YouTube at the moment is my job. So there's the information for the day. Silhouetted animator once again with the $5. Thank you very much. Funny thing about the second tie novel, The Flash Johnny Quick, Eddie Thorne is the crime syndicate doppelganger of Johnny Quick in it. I think that was the one I was thinking of, Johnny Quick. I think I've seen the cover for that as well. That's pretty cool. Maybe they should do that in the crossover. Make the crime syndicate, bring back Rick Cosner to do it. That'd be pretty cool. Paige, do you think they would address the Harley Soy situation at Fandome? No. They'd want to keep it as positive as possible, and especially in that, maybe in the extended one, maybe someone asks a question and they do it. I'd be very surprised though, because I think they want to try and keep it as positive as possible. And as soon as they jump into that, it could create an awkward environment. They probably would try and avoid that. I do expect something maybe before the show comes out where someone's probably going to ask a question about it in some sort of interview. I'm not expecting it at FanDome though. Was the panel recorded before he was fired? No, the panels were only recorded like over the past couple of weeks. Like some would have been recorded like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Some would have been recorded like a week and a half ago. It just depends what the panel was and I guess availability and stuff like that. Oh, why can't I scroll here? Here we go. I wonder why they canceled the secret announcement panel. Well, the rumor was that it was the Ben Affleck news, but I think if I show my schedule, I think the secret panel was around here, like it was around the Titans, Aquaman, or Shazam sort of thing. Or even might have been like around Justice League, around like the Snyder Cut. It might have been around here. I think the Flash panel went where you know what it was? It was either after the Snyder Cut or after Black Adam. That's where it was. It was either after Snyder Cut or after Black Adam. That's where it was. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. So I don't think it would have been the Ben Affleck thing, because if it was the Ben Affleck who was in the Flash, it would have been there. It would have been between introducing Flash and Suicide Squad. So I don't know what it was, what it would have been then. It just said TBA, like TBA. It was after Snyder Cut. Yeah, it was either after Black Adam, after Snyder Cut. Wasn't too sure, because I remember everyone was theorizing it was something to do with Superman. So it was either going to be like Henry Cavill appearing in the Snyder Cut one, then leading into his own panel, or it was going to be something around Black Adam, and then it leads into Henry Cavill, and then him in his own secret panel. But yeah, I don't know why they cancelled it. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. Maybe it was something that they're leaving until September 12th. Maybe it's something that gets announced in one of these other panels. I have to wait and see. Who knows? Any theories about the next Flash villain? Once again, teasing this discussing film interview. I've teased like 3 or 4 times. Eric Wallace does talk about villains, and I can say this. I'm not going to reveal it because it's not my interview to spoil. So many of you are probably going to read it and go, "Thank the Lord." That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't name a specific villain. But you'll read it and you'll hear what season 7's about, and you'll be like, "Thank the Lord." That's all I'm doing. That's all I'll say. If you don't want to read the interview, I'll break it down to video probably in the next couple of days, because obviously tomorrow is FanDome. It's season 7 trailer day for The Flash. But over the next couple of days, I'll definitely jump into that interview. But yeah, it's it'll get you excited especially if you haven't liked certain things about the past like 3 seasons in regards to certain aspects, but not major. No, just certain aspects. But yeah, I'm a bad tease. I'm teasing you. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone. How do you get episodes early, and how do critics send you? It's just through like a press app. You can literally apply yourself. Just like go through like DC Press or something like that. Anyone can apply. It's just whether you get accepted or not. Sorry, I'm just looking through the chat. God, I'm using StreamYard for this, and it sometimes just randomly loads and lags. How much longer for the Flash panel? I think the Flash panel is oh wow, it's in exactly 24 hours. It's currently 7:54 a.m. Start your clocks, start your countdowns. 24 hours until the Flash season 7 panel at DC Fandome. Get your countdowns going. Get your clocks. Get your egg timers, your big egg timers that for some reason go for 24 hours, or your hourglasses, because 24 hours until it comes. So get excited. 24 hours until the Snyder Cut panel's over as well. So there's your other 24-hour countdown. Apparently Ninja is not a simp. I can confirm that is incorrect information from my inside sources. So sorry, Ninja, but come on, don't lie. So I'm just going through the. What was this? Sean, what's the casting news? We were talking about the Ben Affleck thing in the Flash movie. That was earlier on in the stream. That was pretty much almost an hour ago. God, I've been streaming for 50 minutes. Sorry, time flies. Paige, one of my friends saw there was a Gotham City Sirens photo for a minute on the. No, that was fake. Someone photoshopped that. And was trolling online. I saw people there. It was a pretty it was a bad troll because it's believable. You know what I mean? And it leads to like misinformation. Yeah, so I can't remember the account that was trolling. They were just messing with people, so that's not real. Well, at least I saw it when it was first going around, and it wasn't real then. I don't know if it became real, but Gotham City Sirens. I mean, it sounds like a plausible movie that they would do, but I'm pretty sure it was a fake one. Could Flash chase Godspeed to Earth 2 for the team with Stargirl? I think if they did anything Stargirl related, it would just be Barry being drawn there for some reason, whatever it might be. I don't know if it'd be. Well, I guess you could make it that it's a villain going over there or something like that. I don't know if you'd make it Godspeed though. I think you'd wanted something JSA Golden Age of DC Comics related to make it fit a bit better. I don't know what it would be. I don't think it'd be Godspeed, though, to be completely honest. If they do a Stargirl Flash crossover, I'm incredibly intrigued to see how they set it up and everything like that. Because the Supergirl one made sense. He accidentally, just traveled, went so fast he traveled through the multiverse. But I don't know if you could do that again for the Stargirl one. If Ezra can cameo in the TV show, then I strongly believe that Grant's Flash should show up in the movie. I think we all agree with that. If you can go one way, you can 100% go the other. If anything, Grant appearing in the movie is much more, you would think is more likely than Ezra appearing in the TV show because of costs. But we got Ezra on the TV show. So, yeah. Apparently, Paige, will you finally confirm you're a sim for Iris West Allen? I can confirm. Well, I can't confirm, actually. I will not confirm anything at this current stage. I have to talk to my lawyers. So, sorry, I can't actually. Yeah, I retract everything I just said then. I cannot confirm certain things about said simping. They could have announced Green and the Canaries. Do you think they could have? I don't think they wanted to ruin DC Fandom by announcing that. That would have been that would have definitely soured the mood if they announced that. So, yeah, I think it's probably good that they don't do that. I'm just joking. I'm not being overly serious then, but I don't really care about that show, to be completely honest. I can confirm that I am a sim for Breck Bassinger. Good to hear. How do you watch DC Fandom? Literally go to dcfandom.com. There's a countdown there, but I would recommend making an account and making a schedule like mine on screen. I'll back out like my schedule there. So if you go to dcfandom.com, there should be a thing saying like make a schedule. Click on it. You can make said schedule. And then once the event starts in 19 hours and 2 minutes from now, you can just follow your schedule and watch panels and stuff like that. Z Smooth asked, do you think they will announce Jeffrey Dean Morgan will appear as Thomas Wayne Batman and Michael Keaton will return the Flash movie? If Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in the movie as well, I don't see the point in it because it sounds like Ben Affleck's Batman is sort of going to cross over into whatever the story is with Flashpoint. Yeah, I think the whole Thomas Wayne thing is sort of that ship has sailed. Might be completely wrong. Could get announced, but I just don't see it happening, especially with Michael Keaton there as well. Yeah, I think that ship sort of sailed, to be completely honest. That's just me, though. Silhouetted Animator once again with the $10. Eclipso should be the main villain of the crossover. Constantine has a huge chunk of the diamond on Earth 1, and maybe it gets drawn to Earth 2 by Cindy. Flash follows the anomaly and meets Stargirl. Maybe, but I think Eclipso is more drawn to what's going to be going on in Stargirl next season. I think it have to be something else. But as I said, it could be some sort of Golden Age villain that's associated. It could be the Rival. They could make it the Rival. They could make it that it's Jay Garrick's quote-unquote reverse Flash from Earth 2 that Barry gets drawn to and has to take on. That's when he meets Stargirl or something like that. I just don't think they'd use Eclipso at all. That's just me, though. I just don't think they would. It'd be cool though. I'm looking forward to Eclipso in season 2 of Stargirl though, because they could do some weird and crazy things next season with that character. You thought Ezra Miller was fired? Warner Brothers doesn't fire anyone, or at least anyone that they make money off. So obviously they fire people. I think we know who got fired, but they don't fire anyone that they think that they can make money off. So yeah. Why does the Flash get 2 panels? It's the TV and the movie. Unless you're talking about that extended one. That extended one is just an extended version on 3 weeks from now. So the one we're getting this weekend is a shortened one. And the one in 3 weeks is the full thing that we're meant to be getting this weekend until they change things around. Hey, Paige, do you think that Shining Knight will return for Stargirl Season 2? I'd hope so. I don't think it will return in like a large capacity in regards to being there for a lot of episodes, but I would like some sort of episode or 2 or 3 episode run where the 7 Soldiers of Victory get brought into everything. I think that'd be fairly cool. Like maybe he brings, maybe not every member, but maybe a couple of members that are still alive, or that at least that he could have that he was able to find. Like, I don't think they'd use Green Arrow and Speedy, but they probably use the rest. Like the Vigilante would be sort of funny to see, but yeah, I think that's probably what you could see if the Shining Knight does return. Well, Flash end on season 8 like Arrow. Flash is going to end. It's either going to end on season 7 this season or season 9. I wouldn't be surprised if they announce that they're going to go to season 9. That'd be a cool announcement that they could do at FanDome. But I don't know if they do that. So I don't think it would end on season 8. So they're going to be season 7 or season 9. I think those are the 2 seasons it'll end on. I think that would definitely. I think Grant will renew his contract to go up to season 9. Hacked Cryptic with the $2. Grant Gustin going to be new Flash in Justice League? No, they're going to keep Ezra Miller around. But let's hope we get that Grant Gustin cameo in the Flash movie. That's what we're all looking forward to. What about the black Batman suit with the white bat symbol? I'm not too sure what that's in reference to. Let me know what that's in reference to, because I'm not too sure what that's about. I'm sort of confused. How do you feel about Stargirl getting 23 episodes in season 2? It won't be. Flash isn't even getting 22. But it sounds like Flash is probably going to get 16 or 18 episodes. If I don't even know if that's even. They can even get less. Just depends on COVID. Paige, are you reading Joker War? If yes, how have you? I'm behind on Battle. I've got all these Batman comics just sitting there waiting for me to read. I'm almost caught up with Flash. I got is it 2 include? No, I got 3 because the new one comes out in like a couple of days. So I'll have 3 to catch up with. So I'll probably wait till that one comes out in like Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is. Then read those last 3, and then I can move on to probably catching up with Suicide Squad or maybe Batman. Do you think Ezra Miller should be recast? Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, there's people that have done worse. Like, sure, what he did was bad, and like if he got fired, it'd be like fair enough. But if it's just recast based off his performance, he never really got a like. He was. The thing is that like Snyder is a really good director, Zack Snyder. But the thing is that he sort of allows whoever he casts to just do their own thing. He doesn't really direct them. Like he's director more in style rather than like sort of like directing the actual characters that he has there. At least with Justice League, like he sort of like just let the actors do what they wanted to do, which is good in some cases. But I think with Ezra Miller, he's just sort of like he's definitely a character. That's what you could say. And I think that reflects on certain aspects of his version of the Flash. I think Andy Muschietti will probably ground the character a bit and not make him, because he doesn't act like Barry. Like he's definitely not Barry. He definitely leans more into Wally. And even then I wouldn't say he's that much of a Wally. Like Wally West. That's what I mean by Wally. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he's like in Snyder Cut. I'm not expecting that much difference in him though. I didn't mind him. I didn't hate him as like a lot of people hate him. I didn't mind him. I think a lot of people just really like Grant Gustin. I don't think it's necessarily they hate Ezra Miller. I think it's just that they really like Grant Gustin as the Flash. But I'm looking forward to it, the solo movie and everything that goes on there. Looking forward to that. Sorry, I was just scrolling through something. Do you think we'll see Artemis become the new Tigress and Stargirl? They might just keep her Artemis. I know we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, like because yeah, I don't know. I think they might just keep her Artemis because they obviously kept Sportsmaster and Tigress alive at the end of season 1, so they're going to develop that. But I think they might just keep her Artemis at least for next season. Do you think there's a chance for Swamp Thing to get renewed? No, they pretty much tore down all the sets. It costs so much to do that again. So there's no way it'll get renewed. The thing is that, never say never, I guess. Who knows? But if it does get renewed, it'll get on HBO Max, and then they'd have to spend a lot of money redoing it, and it might be hard to get the cast back because they might be committed to other things. So if everything lined up, then maybe, but it's a pretty low chance. I hope the Snyder Cut footage lives up to the hype. I guess it depends where you lie. Like if you're in that release the Snyder Cut thing, then it could probably be like extremely average to a lot of people. But if you are in that group, it'd probably be like a 10 out of 10. I'm not expecting like a ridiculous thing because, as I said, I think earlier in the stream, the first 2.5 trailers for Justice League was Snyder Cut stuff, or Snyder's footage. So the thing that could like blow it up in regards to people going, oh my god, that was pretty cool, is if he shows stuff that we hadn't seen before, like maybe look at Darkseid in action. We're obviously going to get a look at this new Steppenwolf, which I don't really like the design that much. I think he doesn't look like Steppenwolf to me. And I'm not saying like, oh, he has to look exactly like him, like ripped from the comics, but it just doesn't look like the character at all. It's like making Superman and giving him like a green suit or something like that. That's just me though. But I guess you got to. I think Snyder was just trying to make him look as threatening as possible rather than going for anything sort of accurate. But I assume we'll probably see that. And I guess Superman in the black suit, and I don't know what else. I guess some story elements that weren't in the theatrical thing, even though the story is pretty much the same in both movies. But yeah, it's not the thing at the top of my list, but it's definitely not the thing at the bottom. It's probably like 4th, maybe. Did you see Flash in that teaser? Is that the teaser he released today? That Ezra Miller running was a bit weird. Like the running's still weird. It was cool that he was like sort of breaking the ground though, but I couldn't really see. It was really dark. I couldn't, at least on my phone. I was sort of watching on my phone. I really couldn't see much. I just saw like when he was running, like the ground was sort of like shifting under him, which I thought was fairly cool. So I'm just scrolling through the chat. Hey Paige, what's going on with Batwoman and Ground of the Canaries? What is your thoughts on Shazam with the Legend of Tomorrow? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you mean by Shazam with Legend of Tomorrow. Batwoman, well, Batwoman's just at the panel next in 3 weeks, so they just didn't get moved. I think Flash and Titans did. I'd be lying if I told you that I really cared about Green and the Canaries. Like if it got announced, I'd watch it, but whether it gets announced or doesn't exist, I wouldn't care either way, to be completely honest. It's just not a show that would be looking forward to watching, you know. Yeah, Batwoman 3 weeks. Look forward to it. So I just sorry, came to the stream late. Will there be a Batman trailer tomorrow? Yeah, I think there's going to be trailers for Batman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and Snyder Cut. I think those are the 4. Well, they're the only ones that could show trailers, and I think they will. Well, trailers or teasers, but you'd probably still call a teaser a trailer because it'd probably still give you elements of the movie. Sorry, but yeah, I'm just trying to think if the Batman would release a full-on trailer. And Suicide Squad and Batman will probably release teasers, while Wonder Woman and Snyder Cut would release proper trailers, I think. So, yeah. Hey, Pagey, you're the one that got me into Stargirl. Thanks, mate. No worries. I'm glad that I got you into the show. If you are Australian and you're watching this and you haven't watched Stargirl yet, if you do get the binge streaming service, the entire first season's on there. It went up there, I think last night. It wasn't on there a couple of days ago, and I went on there last night, and it was just right there. I was like, oh, it's there. So yeah, there's your news for the day. But guys, I've been streaming for over an hour. I'm actually going to end the stream now. Been awesome talking to you guys about FanDome and everything like that, previewing it. Obviously, keep your eyes out tomorrow around this time. Maybe give it about an extra half an hour for my Flash Season 7 trailer breakdown. Hopefully, they release the trailer online, which I'm sure they will. But yeah, keep your eyes out for that. And the next couple of days afterwards, where we'll be talking about certain things in regards to FanDome. Might talk about the Flash movie, like reverse Flash casting, hopefully, and various things like that. But hopefully you all enjoy FanDome. If you don't follow me on Twitter yet, I'd suggest it. I think the link to my Twitter's in the description, hopefully. And I'll be tweeting about FanDome tomorrow. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next video, which will be that trailer breakdown tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay safe. And yeah, thank you to everyone that super chatted as well to support the channel. Greatly appreciated. Catch